Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my Facebook Live. My name is Kelley Farley. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland. Running a bit late tonight. Tonight's Facebook Live is this cute little pinwheel card. And then it looks like a pinwheel just sitting there, but then it actually opens and it's got a secret little message inside it, or a picture. So we're going to make this card tonight. So if you wanted to, you could put like a little tag on that says pull here. If you just pull one, it starts to open all of them. And I've used the Share a Milkshake stamp set for that. So I'm just trying to get this up on the screen so I can see if there are any comments or anyone watching. And there are. Come on. Now Facebook's not doing its thing. The dog's just peed all over the place, and now hello, ladies. Let me go back here and find. There we go. And start. Okay, sorry about that. I'm feeling a little bit flustered. So, it won't take very long tonight because it's quite a quick one, but quite an effective card. So we're going to start with, we're using the same colour scheme. I just used the same paper. You could reverse it if you want to. I'm using Bubble Bath, which is our new pale pink, and Share a Milkshake, which is the stamp set here, which has milkshake glasses, sundae glasses that actually gives the design of the glass, spoons, heart straws, and then it's also got a little cherry and stuff on it. So that's what I've used today. Alright, so I'm going to start off with a piece of bubble gum. I've done it as a 10-fold card. You can do it whichever way you want to do it. I'm going to use one of the 3D Basics pack. Now this is an online only online only. It's not printed in any of the catalogs, but if you go to the website and look up online exclusives, there is a pack of 3 3D embossing folders, and this one here is the crosshatch. Then there's also the really large bubbles or dots, which is this one here, and then I can't move out. Teddy. And then there is this one here. Teddy, come. Enjoy watching the football, Alison. So these 3 come as a pack for $61, but they would normally be $21 each. So, or is it $63? I think it still works out the same, but you can only buy them as buy them in one set. But they're actually, I really like them. I think I've used them the most out of all of my embossing folders that I've got. Okay, so we've just got our crosshatch. Move that out of the way. What I did with this one is, I don't know if you can see it, it's probably not worth it, but I might just use the pink, and I'm gonna just down the bottom here, just rub over some of the bubble bath. close that because you know, I always put something in it. Good evening, everybody. Sorry, I was a bit rushed at the end. Hi, Sandra. Excuse me. Alright, so this is just going to get popped onto here, like so. Haven't lined it up very well, so I might just fix that up a bit. And then we'll glue this down. So I quite like this one. It's a subtle, but it's quite a, like it's a subtle pattern, but it's quite a deep emboss. So it gets right in there, and it gives you a really good texture, just for something a bit different. All right. So now, and as I was going live, I realized that I didn't put up any measurements or anything for you. So far, you've got a standard card base and then a standard first layer mat, whichever size you want to use. The next thing you need is a piece of 6x6 designer series paper. So I've just chosen this one out of, I can't remember the name of the pack, but it's a really thick pack, and you get 4 sheets of 12x12, all the same. So I think there's 48 sheets in a pack, so it's a good value one. So what we're going to do is we're going to, let me just move this over a little bit. We're going to pop this in. Now the top part of our trimmer here actually is 1.5 inches, so we're just going to pop it at 1.5 inches. So we're just going to line it up with that ledge bit there. Sorry, it keeps moving. And then all the way around, you're just going to score 1.5 inches. I've done it this way because it's easier to hold on to the big piece while you're making sure it doesn't move. But if you wanted to measure 1.5 this way, you're welcome to do that. So you're going to go 1.5 inches all the way around. And then what you're going to do is, we don't need these corner pieces, which are not very well, I don't know if you can see them very well. So these little pieces, these 1.5 inch pieces, you don't need. You can use some scissors, or if you feel confident with your trimmer, you can use your trimmer. Go into where you see the line, lift, whoops, just move my camera. Lift and then go to 1.5, which you can actually see the line depending on the paper that you're using. Hi Maureen. And so you're going to do that, and then you're going to come down 1.5, come across 1.5, and then come back this side, come in 1.5 there. You can rotate it all the way around if you want to. Then you're just going to flip it 90 degrees so that you've got the other side. You get that 90 degree, get that to 1.5, lift, bring it in. You'll feel it start to, the tension change on it. And then 1.5. Okay, so you've got these. You can use them for something else. And that's all we need our trimmer for. So now we're just going to use our bone folder and burnish our score lines both ways, because we want it to be flexible. Alright, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take one side, one corner of our flaps, so you end up with these 4 flaps. If you weren't making a box, it would look like that, but we're not making a box. So we're going to take this and we're going to fold it in. And you're just going to fold it in so that that side piece lines up with your score line. Alright, so it's not going to fold all the way over, and then you just do it on the same corner all the way around. Make sure you're doing it on the same corner. So if you start on the left hand side, when you rotate it around, make sure you start on the left hand side again. Alright, because you want it to make sure that it's going to all line up. You could make your score lines wider if you wanted to. If you were doing a bigger card, you could make them bigger. You could make them smaller if you didn't want this, but I wanted, so that's essentially 3 inches in the middle there, so it gives you a decent amount of space. So again, we're just going to fold these over this way so that we get a good fold happening and a nice firm score. Alright, and I think I might do it this way so it opens up. So we're going to fold our flaps back. So whichever side you want on the inside, you need to fold those flaps under. Alright, so you want that showing underneath there like that, so you end up with it like that. If that makes sense. So when I open this, I'm going to have the flowers on the inside and the stripes are going to be on the outside. So we're going to start off with, to pop it all together, we're going to start on the left hand side and we're just going to bring that in, and then we're just going to bring the top one in and then the right hand side one. Alright, you might want to just make sure your score lines are all good. And then our last one obviously would sit like that, and we don't want it to sit like that. So this is our non-folded side. We're just going to pick up one of the folds and we're just going to pop it under there like that. Okay, so you can see I've got this one here and I've done the reverse. So I've got, not that you can really tell, but the bigger piece, if it was to be folded up, is the stripe. Okay, so that can then go onto here, however you want to, really. I'm going to glue, and it doesn't matter which one you start with or which side, because they're all equal, so it just really depends on your pattern. Of course I didn't get it where I wanted it. Let me just quickly wipe that away so it doesn't get sticky. Okay, so we're just going to centre that at the top there. Give it some time to adhere. And because that opens up like that, I don't really think a milkshake inside there is probably really what we want to see. So let's do what should we do? A ladybug. Let's do a ladybug. We'll do a pink ladybug. Where's my ladybug pinch? There it is. Alright, so I'm going to pop my wings. We'll do pink wings, and then we'll do a black body. Oh, I just thought of something that would be quite cool. We'll see if it'll work. Alright, so I'm going to pop that on there. Before I do, maybe I should stamp some. Should we stamp some dots on her? Otherwise she doesn't look like a ladybird, does she, if she doesn't have dots? Okay. Then we'll just put our through there. Always when I'm doing a demonstration, it decides not to work. Right, so I'm going to pop our ladybug in there. And you can say, let's do, I like this, you can bug me anytime. And we'll do that on a bit of the pink with the grey granite. And we'll cut it. How's everyone doing? I hope you've had a good week. Ours was good until Friday morning. And I got a text from Matt to say, yeah, that's crooked, to say he had done something to his back and was going to the chiropractor. So he hasn't been able to do anything all weekend. Been to the chiropractor twice on Friday and A&E on Saturday. Thankfully, after an x-ray, they think he's only just pulled a muscle, or actually maybe torn a muscle. He wonders if he's actually pinched a nerve. So, hence the me being late, because I was trying to catch up on stuff that normally both of us do on the weekend, and he hasn't been able to. Right, so you can, let's put that in 2 lots, because otherwise it's easier to, it's too hard to line up. Excuse me. So and because of that, he can't really drive. He's off work for at least a week while that settles down, because he can't even, we just did the shopping and he walked around leaning on the trolley, and then after about half an hour he couldn't lean on the trolley anymore. Takes him 5 minutes to get up out of the chair. I'm going to be doing a lot of the driving and running around with Piper as well this week, so I think, just so that I don't waste anyone's time, I'm going to just say that there'll be no Facebook Live. Oh, you raced at Taupo. Was it nice down there? How did it go? You'll be, no wonder you're quiet, you'll be really tired. Well, not that you're not quiet, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so I'm going to save myself the stress, actually, and you ladies, of waiting. And I'm not going to do a class on Wednesday night, because normally he does all the running around, so I'll be doing the drop off and come home and then go back and pick up. And so yeah, it's I don't realise, oh good, I'm glad it was a beautiful day. You don't realise how much happens in your household until one of the people that normally does it can't. 8th, congratulations! That's so cool, you got a goal for the team. That's awesome. You'll be pretty stoked with that, hopefully. Okay. I'm feeling like maybe we need two little, what I was thinking is, do I put a thing and make it pop out? Let's see. Let's see if it'll work. Oh, that's good, Andrea. I'm impressed that you run, to be honest. I don't run unless there's an emergency, and even then, you know, it's going to be a big emergency. Not, running's never been my thing. Okay, let's see if this works. If not, we'll just put a... So while that's drying, we'll just pop our... So you can... here, and then I might put dimensional on the back of that. Oh, that's where I've gone wrong. I've got the eating habit, just not the running. Bug me. Anytime. Okay. So, let's see if this is going to work. If I pop that in there, close that, and that, and pop that under. Obviously, I'm trying to keep it down as well, so... Oh, yeah, that'll work. Let's see. Ah, yeah, let's do that. Maybe I'll put a bit of... Or maybe I don't have it as long. Maybe let's take one of these off. Karen, I meant to... Hopefully you're still there. I meant to message you and say that I'd sent the In Colour Club to you. I think it got picked up on Friday. So it should be to you in the next day or so, hopefully. Okay, so that is our second card. Let me just get rid of some of this ink that's open. Terribly happy with the colour of my phone. I hope that it is my computer and not my phone, because I'll be annoyed if it is. Right, get rid of some of this rubbish, and we can pop both of them out. Alright, so that and that. You can bug me anytime. In this one we've got a milkshake in there. This one we've got a pop-out ladybug. And then it just obviously will stand up nicely as well. So you'll see. Could have done maybe with a little bit more. But that's okay. She springs up and that's cool. Alright. Well, I think from memory, let me just have a quick look. To see, I think there were 3 cards for that one. Andrea. Huh, you're the only one, Andrea. Oh. This card. Andrea, were you the only one? Did anyone else post that card? Because at the moment I can only see Andrea's card. Please let me know if yeah, oh good, okay, so I'm not going a bit crazy. I thought it was just me being a bit disorganised. Okay, so Sandra and Karen, you didn't make one of those double flip ones. Well then, Andrea, you win. You win the prize. Have a look through what I sent you last week and let me know what you'd like, and I'll send that through you. One thing I do have that I didn't then that I can send you is I just got some of these off the clearance rack. This is called Snowball Puff Accent Paint. Puff paint. So it like makes you put it on your project and then you heat it with the heat gun and it puffs up like snow. So there's that, or one of the other options that I sent you the other day. Alright, well I'm going to love and leave you. Thank you very much for joining me again tonight. Apologies for the messy start and apologies in advance for not being here Wednesday. So I will see you next Sunday night at 7:30. I look forward to seeing any of your cards that you make. And remember, if you don't get to the ones from last week, but you still want to give them a go, we'd still love to see what you make. Yeah. Bye for now.